A sky of clouds. In the distance the sun breaks through only to disappear again. Go to the place where they await you. Only there will you find your salvation. The Father told me that those were the words of our God. I think he was seizing an opportunity to be rid of me. Loathsome thing that I am, I do not fault him for it.
The Undertaker is a new character in the DLC The Forsaken Hollows. She was a nun, sent by her church to the Round Table Hold, with a sacred mission to defeat the Lord of Night. But this was no ordinary mission, because she was no ordinary person either. From birth, the Undertaker carried a curse known as the Hex of Darkness, a spell that granted her abnormal, almost profane power, but demanded a constant price. A hunger that never ceased. This power did not make her admired, it made her feared.
A sky of clouds. They seem to be making their way across the sky with greater speed than usual. My whole life has been a loathsome affair. I have no parents or family to call my own. At the monastery the other children shunned me as did the adults. I hunted beasts in the woods, partook of their flesh and blood, and was feared. As I grew, I learned that my constitution required a constant stream of power to consume. Once I tried to resist, but the shakes and pain became unbearable. As the delirium reached its zenith, I had bitten my own arm without knowing. Living was hard, but choosing death was unthinkable. Since then I have lived the span of many lives. Yet nobody understands me. I remain alone.
The image of the overcast sky appears early on and returns repeatedly throughout her story. The clouds that hide the sun reflect exactly what she felt: an absence of warmth, an absence of hope. An orphan raised in a monastery, the Undertaker never knew true affection. The other children avoided her. The adults watched her with distrust, and there was a clear reason for this. Her curse demanded a constant flow of power. Without it, her body would collapse. To survive, she began to hunt animals in the forests, consuming their flesh and blood, not for pleasure, but out of necessity. When she tried to resist, the symptoms came: violent tremors, excruciating pain, delirium. In one of these episodes, without even realizing it, she bit her own arm in a frenzy. To live was torment, but to die was never an option. Thus, she continued living for many lives, as she herself says, always alone, always misunderstood.
A sky of clouds. The foaming waves appeared darkest gray. The power of night spreads across the land. To me it feels like a blessing and a curse. Its taste is bitter and it makes me nauseous. Yet somehow it soothes my ever-churning mind. I wonder, will I change too if I overcome this night? What if I remain the same? I don't want to relinquish this power the night has brought. That reminds me. I believe the Iron Menial said she had an important task for me today.
Eventually, the church decided to act.
Go to the place where they await you. Only there will you find your salvation.
The priest said these were the words of God himself. But the Undertaker knew the truth. It was a convenient opportunity to get rid of her. She doesn't blame him for it. She saw herself as undesirable. And so, under a sky covered by clouds, with the sun appearing only to disappear again shortly after, she set off for the Round Table Hold, unsure if she would find redemption or just a new form of condemnation.
A sky of clouds, humid and stifling. He saw me. I'm lucky it was only the scholar. He can be trusted. As long as I do as he says, it will all be fine. I'm also having hallucinations, as if everyone were frightened of me. I'm starting to believe it might be true. I feel sick. The melancholy is growing to be too much. But when I clutch the leather case I was given, it grants me respite from my thoughts. A sky of clouds. Seabirds sing in the distance. It's been several days since the scholar disappeared from the round table hold. He must have been serious. The priestess is trying to gather information as to his whereabouts. She believed him dedicated to her cause. His sudden absence puzzles her. Rare though it is, this is not the first time a Nightfarer has disappeared. All I can do is remain true to our bargain.
When night began to spread across the land, something changed. The Night Knight's power was different from anything she had consumed before. More intense, more refined. For the Undertaker, this power was paradoxical. It tasted better, but caused nausea. It calmed her mind, but deepened her dependence. She knew she needed to end night, but she also knew that by doing so, she would lose the source of power that kept her hunger in check. This conflict reached its peak during her first remembrance mission. The Iron Servant accused her of having succumbed too much to night and decreed her execution. For the first time, he abandoned neutrality and bared his teeth. The Undertaker reacts. She kills him. Then she kills the other night wanderers, until everything dissolves. She awakens. None of that happened. It was all a hallucination. This chapter reveals something fundamental. The Undertaker can no longer clearly distinguish reality from fantasy when deprived or saturated with power, and she was not alone. The scholar witnessed her collapse. Unlike the others, he doesn't react with immediate fear. He understands. Aware of the Undertaker's addiction, he makes a proposal. He needs to disappear from the Round Table hold to investigate something important, and needs a cover story. The agreement is simple. He will keep her secret, and she will announce his death. As proof of trust, he hands her a leather pouch, and curiously, upon holding it, the Undertaker feels something rare. Comfort.
A sky of clouds. The wind is wrong. The scholar has returned. I'm surprised he has regained his form considering what he was reduced to. As I wiped my mouth of the stains of the night, I began to ponder. Was I attempting to atone for my sins? I cannot say for certain. He knew my secret. Perhaps I was simply scared. Though I failed to uphold my promise, he chose me a second time. I can only assume he saw some use in me yet. I feel a calmness when holding the glass he gave me. Perhaps this will help me overcome the hunger, without feasting on the succor of night.
Days pass. The scholar had not yet returned. The priestess begins to grow suspicious. She questions the Undertaker, who doesn't lie, but refuses to speak.
I cannot say.
She prays, and feels that she has failed her promise. Driven by guilt, or perhaps attachment, she decides to look for him. During the events linked to the scholar's remembrance, she finds him in a critical state. After discovering the truth about the purifying tear, he fell into despair and had his essence imprisoned in crystal. It is the Undertaker who rescues his primal core, his very existence. By doing so, she saves his life. As a thank you, the scholar gives her a crystal capable of stabilizing her hunger. More than that, he chooses her as his successor. He states that when his people seek answers, it will be she who must provide them. After the defeat of the Lord of Night, something unexpected happens. The Undertaker receives an unthinkable item, the severed finger of the beast she had exterminated. She could consume it and reach a level of power beyond any known limit. Her entire life, they told her she was worthless, that she was just a monster. But now, someone believed in her. With the crystal in hand and a clear purpose, she makes the most difficult choice of all. She discards the finger. In doing so, the crystal absorbs the stabilized power of night and transforms into the glass collar, a weak yet constant source capable of silencing her hunger without corruption. The Undertaker did not get rid of the curse. She still carries night within her. But she is no longer its slave. She found purpose. She found control. She found peace. And in a world built on absolute despair, this is as close to a happy ending as Elden Ring Night Rain could offer.
A sky of clouds, a few rays of sunlight peeked through. My life had been a loathsome affair. Those around me kept their distance as I moved from place to place. At times I was pressed into battle and piled the corpses high. What could be a path to peace had been offered to me, and the sacrifices would be worth it. For me, with little else but bloodshed to call a talent, perhaps I had found my purpose. I have come to believe it is, now.